start us off?
Sure.
All right.
Hello. Welcome to the Lunch Zone. I'm Kelly Breivik, a PhD student at UWM in the English department.
I'm Eric Kirsting. I'm a PhD in the English department as well. Student. Studying media, Plan H.
And I'm Thomas Malby. I'm a professor in anthropology here at UWM.
So today we're taking a break from The Witcher 3 because Nathan is doing other things today. So we are going to play Baba Is You.
Yes, Baba Is You is a puzzle game for the PC. It probably is available on other platforms too, but we're playing it on PC today. And it's a Sokoban genre game. So Sokoban is a type of puzzle game which was developed by the Japanese company Thinking Rabbit, which I believe they're no longer, was a software house.
Yeah.
And so the Sokoban I believe translates to warehouse keeper. It actually says right here. So now my cool little factoid Wikipedia is spoiled. But as you can see here, the gist of the game is that you're a little guy in a two-dimensional space, and you have to push these boxes around and get them to their proper location, right? Because you're the warehouse keeper. You have to get everything to where it should be. The trick is you can't pull these boxes. You can only push them. And so the puzzle is just trying to figure out how can I move these boxes around. Baba Is You is not exactly like that, as we'll see. We're going to start a new game. So I've already played through quite a bit, but I think we can still have fun. Do you want to watch the intro?
Why not?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think I watched the intro when I did it my first time. So this will be new to me.
Very Microsoft Painty.
Yes, the graphics are, I think, intentionally like this.
Yes, I like it.
It's also a bit like Super Meat Boy too. It's got that same kind of slightly imprecise walls and forms.
And that's where we get the title of the game. So I can push the rocks around. If I want to win, I can just go touch the flag. Turn it up just a little bit. Got my nice clacky keyboard.
Yup.
Alright. So here, see wall is stop. And then obviously this is where the game gets pretty interesting. Is I push this out, wall is no longer stop.
Oh, okay, that is.
And so you can keep changing the rules. So I need to move flag over if flags win. And then, now I win.
I think one of the reasons why I really liked this when he first started talking to me about it is the fact that you can actively change the rules of the game and also change the meaning. Because like you said, you as Baba, or you could change,
So here, wall is you. Flag is stop. So
I absolutely love it. I think it's great. One of the things that makes code interesting, in my opinion, is that it used to be if you brought a copy of Hoyle's Rules of Games, people could point at that book and say, well, that's the game. Poker is in there, or something like that, right? And in game scholarship, there's a lot of that kind of rules fetishism, right? Where we take the rules to be the game, which is a bit like taking a printed score of a symphony and saying that's the symphony, which it isn't, right? The game exists in the playing. But one of the things that changes when games are governed less and less by rules, and actually in some ways less and less by convention and more by architecture, which is essentially this, then different things become possible, right? Like architecture always governs games to a certain extent, like how close the wall is in the outfield in one part versus another and stuff like that. But what I think makes digital games really interesting is the way that it's architecture still that's governing what you can and cannot do in the game in a very kind of material sense, but it's managed and constructed in representation through language, through code. right?
Mhm.
So this game actually is the best demonstration I've ever seen of that already, right? You as the player are manipulating representation in order to change the architecture of your game. So it actually brings both those things very much to the fore, which is great. Often it's invisible to the player. The player is experiencing an architecture which was generated in representation by the people writing the code. And then it sits as kind of naturalized and opaque, implicit behind the experience of what you can and can't do, where you can and can't walk. So this is awesome. I think this is great.
Here, I'm gonna push these rocks, and now the skull's no longer killing me. But yeah, no, that is exactly why I wanted to play the game for the Lunchstone. I was like, I just love the idea of like changing the rules around to like accomplish the tasks, and it gets really interesting and difficult when we play. One thing to note is if you hit escape, you can see what rules are currently on, though they're all on the screen at certain times. So sometimes like it'll be like the wall is stopped in the top left corner, and they don't want you to do that, so they're just covered in lava, right? And then the lava is hot, and so that's covered in walls. So those are the rules like you can't really change for this puzzle. And the other thing you can do is if I can move around, and like let's say I accidentally do this. Well, Baba is no longer me, so no one is me. So, but if I press Z, I can undo that. And so that's really important because obviously there's no pull function. So if I push this into the wall, I actually can no longer access the Baba.
Right. So the undo is important for that.
Yeah.
And there's an irony in the fact that, because in a lot of complicated games like World of Warcraft or game like things like Second Life, the question of who has access under the hood to the code is a really important one, and developers are very protective of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here that's actually represented materially, at least it's represented quasi-materially, the wall and the lava around the things that you don't get to tinker with, right? That division is still there. You can't play with everything.
Here.
Look at that. Which actually, after you do that, you could go up and change the one that was in the lava.
Maybe, yeah. So here we see again the rules are blocked off. The rock is stop, and then so we can't get it.
Right.
But we can just. The wall is no longer stop.
Right.
But those skulls are still in the way. Oh wait. What if we just make the wall less?
Oh yeah.
Wait. But if I touch the skulls, oh no, it just kills the bottom. I was wondering I forgot if.
Yeah, if one of you dies, do all of you.
Yeah. Okay, so the grass is gonna stop me. This is like a really classic Sokoban puzzle then, because basically at least the way I'm perceiving this right now is what I want to do is, because I can't get to that grass to stop, can I? Oh wait, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the wall is not stopped.
The wall is not stopped. Okay, so we go down like this. So why is that wall there then? I'm pretty sure the first time I did this, I don't know if I realized that the wall was stopped. Or at least right away, I don't think I realized it. Okay. So what I want to do is, I'll use that same is to accomplish 2 tasks.
Yeah. And it's funny how like you see a wall and your brain auto completes to that's going to stop me because that's what walls do.
But it wasn't the particular rule set that we were playing with.
Yeah, it messes with the naturalization of an architecture that is sort of presented to you in like a wall or something. You take it for granted. It goes without saying you can't walk through that. Very clever.
So initially we would have sank if we went into the water. Jelly is sink. Okay, does that mean if I go touch the jelly? Yeah. Okay. Normally water sinks. All right. So. Oh, I think all I need to do is I just take this wall and I just push it into this squid. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes the solution's a lot simpler than you think. Like, I gotta change all the rules and change it.
That's almost kind of meta. It's about the properties of this
Yeah.
word on the screen.
Ooh, here we have a new architecture. Our new, what would, verb? Yeah, or I don't know, and isn't a verb. We have what is
Conjunction?
it, and? A conjunction.
Is it? I don't know. No, that's. God, I'm an English major.
Yeah, it's a conjunction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And button or.
So we haven't had and before, but now we do like star is sync and push. Oh, there was an and in the last one, it's just that we couldn't manipulate it because it was like behind a wall. Okay, so where's win? Alright, flag is win.
So rock is push, that means you can just push rocks, or rocks will push other things?
I think it means both. Because like rock is pushes off, then I can't manipulate the rock at all. And then once I put rock is push, then I can. You know, the star was sync before, and now it won't sync. So I definitely don't want star sync on, I don't think.
Unless you sacrifice a rock.
Yeah, but then I just lose a rock and I don't gain anything, right? Oh, I guess they both.
Forward.
Yeah, but if I just turn off stars sync, if I put on stars push, then I can start pushing the star around. We have a problem with that skull. It stops us from getting in there.
Does the star destroy the skull like that other thing destroyed something?
No, the skull is not sync, it's defeat. So it's only when we touch it.
Crab, you need the crab to be you.
Yeah. So I think our ultimate goal is crab and Baba is you, right? We get this and over there.
Right.
And then, so we need to get in there. How do we get past the skull?
Well, if you push the and with the rock, at least you'd be. Oh boy, let's see.
Well, what if you stack it like crap?
Does sync go down the screen on this screen? In other words, if you made something as sync, would it just sort of move from top to bottom?
No, sync
Like
like
if
it's
that's
destroyed.
Syncs you. It's
Yeah.
not like it'll move it down.
Well, I think sync would also, if rock is push. One second, I gotta. And then I push this in, and they both get destroyed. So sync affects everything, but defeat only affects Baba, or whoever you is at the time.
Well, how about this? How about you don't make the star sync until it's on the death on the skull.
That's great. There we go. And then pop. Now we just gotta move the and into there. It shouldn't be too far. We did this out of the way. Oh. I guess that's actually just not in the way right now. Oh wait, that was that. I don't think that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, we need to get the and in there. We just need to figure out. Oh yeah, we just need to move the word crap up first. And now we put and in there.
So you can pull back words, but not the.
No, you can't pull back anything.
He was undoing.
I was undoing my previous action.
It looked like pulling back.
It does look like pulling back for sure.
Yep.
Affection. Kiki is move. Alright, so yeah, so if I hold space, they'll just keep running around. What's win here? Love is win. Ooh, okay.
Allergy is defeat.
I think I know what I want to do. I think I want to... Kiki is push. And then I'm going to stop Kiki from moving for a sec. And I'm going to have Kiki push Love out of there. They won't... Kiki doesn't die because she's not me. Wait. Oh wait, does Love need to be pushed too?
Mm-hmm.
Or if Kiki is love, wouldn't you win? No.
That would work, except for we don't have a... wait. Can't do that. I forgot there's a lover thing. as he. I was like, oh yeah, well, maneuver Kiki so she can. Nice eye.
Thanks.
Alright. Push these pillars around. The stars defeat. Wall and stop. The stars defeat. Wait, what if I just that in there and then just make pillar as you at the bottom there.
Nice.
But I actually unpillared
Yeah.
myself at the end. So whoa, but I made pillar as Baba. I didn't
Yeah.
make pillar as you. Oh yeah. Baba is you, flag is when. Wall is stop. But what if Baba was flag? Oh wait, then I was. Alright, it was.
Baba is when?
Oh yeah, that works too. I was gonna do flag is you, but that works too. There we go. Easy. Lock.
Certainly considering having this be one of the games in my 140 Games in Society class next spring.
Nice.
Later in the semester, I think, but
What would be some talking points you would want to bring up about it?
well, sort of what I was saying before, certainly for a 100 level class, I'm going to have to at one point take on the preconception students will have that games are reducible to their rules. And this so nicely illustrates that they aren't, and then furthermore raises the opportunity to learn that architectures are part and parcel of what constrain us in games. Also is an example of a game that doesn't have what I would call mechanisms of stochastic contingency. There's no randomness in the game. I mean, I suppose the movement of some of those, what were they called?
Those were Kikis, but
Little kikis, but it's not really random. So it starts to be more like a puzzle than a game. I mean, to the extent that those definitions are worthwhile. Because puzzles, they often have a kind of set solution, and it's the question of figuring out what it is, like a crossword, rather than executing versus well versus poorly, you know? You're not making guesses about others' points of view, you're not confronting randomness in like stochastic forms, you're not needing to make a shot like in basketball, or click on something, dodge things like in Undertale or whatever. Nice.
now we're gonna have to make.
Door is open.
Oh yeah, there we go. I was gonna make door as key, but door is open makes sense too. Oh, door is always stopped though. So
Oh, it doesn't override that.
yeah, so door is shut means door can be opened by something that has the open property, but door is also stopped. So in theory, if door wasn't stopped, it wouldn't matter that door is shut.
That's why you need two keys.
Yes, I think so. I think actually,
Key is key.
Key is key.
Oh.
Actually, one thing that the game will do later on is key will be like in the area you can't manipulate. That way you can't make key is something else, because key is always going to be key. Oh wait, no.
Oh,
You went
door.
other way around though. Door is key. That's
Doors.
No, oh my God. Syntax. Alright, and then key is nothing, so we can just run
Alright.
through it.
Nice.
I'm just doing them in the order of the numbers, but you can do them in theory and any. If I got stumped here, I could like go to like one of the other levels. So I'll stop.
I also love just being able to manipulate what things are and aren't, because like there's so many times where you're like, oh yeah, well that's just the way things are, like that's just what it is. Whereas like this is like, no, flag could be you. So it's just fun to play around with stuff like that.
Do you notice what's up? What's wrong with this level?
No.
Flag is win, but there's no flag.
Flag is
So we're gonna have to
jelly
make
is
a flag. Like jelly is flag.
Oh.
Wall is defeat. Oh. That was very sudden, like, oh, there we go. Wait. So I need to get that out of there. So I pushed that into the wall. Okay, so wall is stop, but wall is defeat. So we might as well have wall is stop on, because then we can't accidentally run into the wall.
Yeah.
Unless you can push.
Jelly is wall.
Wait, what if wall is jelly? And then then there won't be any walls to run into.
Right.
And then we do. That doesn't. And then we'll just do jelly is when.
Or flag is.
I think if flag was me, it wouldn't matter because there's no flag on the map right now.
Oh, right. I see.
Should we go on to the next area or should we keep doing the puzzles here?
Oh, what's in the next area?
That looks like it's the island level.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just keep moving. Return to map. Solitary island.
Rough.
Flort. Oh no, a float.
Fort.
Oh yeah, get that chat up.
Yeah, I forgot to, okay, well, good and bad news. We didn't miss any.
Oh yeah, so this one is teaching us Baba is float. And so what that means, I think we can't get this because we're floating in the air. It's like, you can kind of tell because we're like bobbing up and down when we normally wouldn't.
Yeah.
So now what we need to do is what if we I got an idea. I don't know if this is the most efficient, but I like this. I'm just gonna take flag is win, Baba is you, and then wait, is this gonna work? Flag is Baba. Now, oh yeah, that actually didn't work. Now we have two Babas running around though. I'll do Baba is flag, and flag is win. I love how the other Baba is just like messing with all the rules across. Oh shoot! Oh yeah, that doesn't work. What am I thinking? I guess Baba is win. Sometimes you gotta get out of here. There we go. I think that one got me because it looks so simple right away. I was like, oh, they're just teaching me the float property, and then like I just was not thinking straight. All right, Baba is you and float, so I can float over the water, and the water is hot, and Baba's melt. So now I'll melt when I go in there.
Okay.
But since I'm floating right now, I can go over. So because it has the Super Sokoban rules, anytime anything gets into a corner, it becomes unmanipulatable, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't push this anywhere.
Yep.
Alright, so I think I know what I want to do. So the skulls are floating, right? So I can't go in them while I'm floating.
Yeah, water is hot and float. So then you could go under the water and under the skulls.
That's really clever. I like it.
Thanks. That's all good ideas.
That goes against like the way you think things to be, right? You wouldn't think a river, I would just go under the river. Bridge building. Rock is bush. Oh, I hated this level when I first. So like just pre-note to the audience, like I did all these early ones like a month ago. I'm still playing through the game now, but I guess I've forgotten how to solve a lot of these because I'm not just breezing through them as quick as I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember this one took me a while when I first did it. Alright. So the text is floating. So that means that I can't push the text into the water like I did like in that other one where there was like water surrounding the flag.
Yeah.
Rock is bush. I can do like something like rock is you. The problem is it still sticks.
Sorry, that's fine.
But I think what I can do is I just have to. Oh, don't want. Oh wait, no. I think it's fine if they're on top of each other. No, it does destroy both of them. Right.
But what if you have them go one after another on the same? Like like that. Oh, but you have to be further away. So.
No, what I just use this.
Yeah, that's Yeah,
There we go.
essentially that, but
Bridge building, question mark. Maybe this is the one that I hated, as I think this one changes the rules. Alright. Wait, it looks like it's the same rules. Oh wait, rock is floating now. So now, because rock is floating, it'll just go over. But since rock is me, all I have to do is like... Oh, but it's floating. So it can't touch the flag, because the flag isn't floating. Ooh, but what if I did like...
I don't think that.
Text was floating last time, remember? So
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Like, what if you're far enough where you're not going to harm the...
What if I just... did this? So last time we used the rocks to build the bridge, so to speak, and this time we used the words.
Nice.
Victory Spring. Oh, we can push these cogs. The problem is if I take away Texas float, then it destroys win.
Wow, even text.
Wait, is Baba floating? No. Oh, the water will sink Baba too. I love that the music. I usually listen to my own music while playing this. That's why I had to
But
turn
it
the
stops
music.
when you die.
I love that it stops when you die.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
What if text is you?
Well, the problem is I can't move Texas float because then I destroy win, and there's no way to win the game.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So.
Oh.
And then we'll push. And then we got is here. Now it doesn't. Now the text doesn't matter. We just need to pop it as a win, right? There we go. That was a little tricky.
Yeah.
There we go.
Research facility.
Nice.
Oh wow, this. Okay.
Space.
I remember this one. So space is wait because like if bolt is moving, and then I don't have to move to get it to move, which can be useful. Sometimes you don't want to. Okay. So
Skull is not Kiki.
Kiki's melt, and alright. Bolt is melt. Why did Kiki kill me? Kiki's defeat. Okay. So the issue is I want that win. So what I want to do is I want to push that win right 2 to the right, and then like make bolt is win, right? And then that would be an easy second. What I would want to do is I want to push this round. Because Skull is not defeat yet. The problem is if I push it one more time, now Skull is defeat. And if I push it again here, then Baba's no longer me. So I can't do anything. But the bolt is melt, so I can't send the bolts down this way. Because like I can push the bolt around and have it, well, I can't push the bolt around if it's there. But, so I can't send the bolt down this way because the bolt would push the word skull. Wait, why did it, I thought the bolt was melting. Oh no, the skull is hot.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh, I think I have a good idea. Might be a bad idea. Alright, so what I do is I send it going that way. Alright, and then I do this. Then I'm gonna move this all the way over. Now nothing's hot, and now Skull's no longer defeat. Wow. There we go.
Nice.
This one definitely benefited from the fact that I have done this one before.
Right.
I didn't feel like I was just remembering the solution, but I was probably both this way. Wait, I can't get over there. What's that? Well, you need to move back.
Yeah, you need to
over
move
here.
it back.
All right.
There we go.
There you go.
Nice.
Assembly team. Oh, I bet you. Oh, I wonder. Do we have two? The robots are me. Baba is not me. Okay. And obviously, if they run into the water, they die. Or sink, rather. And I can't put Baba in there. So what I want to do is I want to use one robot, right, to make a hole.
Yeah.
And then I want to push Baba as you, because then all I need to do is move Baba up into the flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
The real trick here is just becoming Baba. So I need to desync them so that they're not on the same vertical
Yeah.
platform. The problem is that the easy way to do that would be this, but now I can't move Baba around.
Yeah.
So you have to sacrifice one of the robots? Is that what you?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if one of the robots dies, it'll make a bridge, and then I can push Baba to
Right.
the other side. Then the problem is that I need to figure out how to desync the robots.
So
Oh, what if
push
it's-
Baba
Oh.
against the wall. Oh no.
Because
Then
then
you won't be able
Baba's
to get out
stuck.
again. Sorry.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. That's like the simplest way to desync.
If you can you push Baba against the other robot against the wall to the left?
Like something like here.
Yeah, and then somehow get it to.
They'd already be desynced.
But you'd already. Yeah.
Maybe I need to kill Baba and then figure it out from there. Just wondering. Like, let's see, is there anything I can always undo, right?
Yeah.
Well, now Baba isn't me, so I have to get the robot to the other side. And I can't push this text. The text is not floating, so yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah, it's got to be lose one robot and not the other. Well, okay, but even if the Baba is stuck against the wall, you can move
right.
the other words, right?
Yeah, you're right. Oh wait, not like
Not
that.
that. Yeah.
There we go. Easy. And then the robot dies. You've done your
So-
purpose.
Moving it against the wall was the option after all.
Mm-hmm.
I love puzzle games for forcing you to like literally figure it out. Like just like think of it, because they'll be like, oh, the rules of the game say that if we push it into the wall, we can't manipulate it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's not the thing that needs manipulating at that point.
So here. So
Baba is you and
the tricky thing here is that we have a lot of nouns like Baba, key, and flag, and we have an action open. And the water, if we push something with open into the water, it'll open. It'll like.
What are the gears? Are they available to push and sacrifice?
No, they're just there.
Oh,
they're just
background.
Yeah, the dressing. I think the thing that makes this tricky is we only have one. Oops, we only have one verb. We have that is there. Oop, I think I pushed that too far down. There we go. So now the key is open. So, oh, but I can't push the key. And push isn't even an option. Ooh, but But you know what we can do? Make key is Baba, right? Wait, no, we can't because we only have one is. So the second we do key is Baba. Oh, wait. Baba and key is you. Or rather, key and Baba. Now we have the key.
So you could sacrifice one.
We have to sacrifice. Wait, no, Baba. No, nothing is open right now, so that'll just stop.
What are we trying to open? I guess I'm missing a little bit of the grammar.
Alright, so yeah. The water is. Think of the water as doors, because water is stop and shut. Like it's kind of confusing, because like it's kind of like the wind is surrounded by doors.
I'm getting fooled again by the material the representation of its materiality. It's the code that matters. Water is stop and shut.
And so what we want to do is, I think if I were to open up right here, like this particular segment of water up, then I could just go over to the left, push win over to one to the right, and then push win all the way down. So,
well, all you need is win one to the left, right? Because then you could push is up into it, and then
I think that would work.
Win.
Because then I would have no way to construct the syntax in that small area, right? I have to move win out, I think.
Can you sacrifice the key for that 2 squares over?
What do you mean? I can move that, yeah, but the problem is that I need to set something to open right now. So I need to set like key is open. I think I have to restart this because I've kind of messed up the syntax here. I can't get key out of here. Oh wait, maybe I could have. Yeah. If I push this up, there we go. Now the key's way up there. So the only way I can move the key is that way. So Baba is you and open. So now I could do that, but then the key is destroyed whenever it's open.
So what? So where you had it before, I was confused because I thought you could use the key to open, destroy the key, push win over 1 to the left, and then have win is you. Right?
Well, win is you doesn't work because
win is Baba.
Or the problem is like
can you sacrifice?
Okay, go ahead.
Can you sacrifice 1 square to the top? The key.
Well, the problem isn't the problem is getting it to sacrifice a spot without, because right now the key doesn't open anything. The key is just a key.
Right.
It's it's the same as Baba right now.
All right. So if
but we can't clear out that square with the key.
Not right now because key needs to be open, and we only have this one verb. This one is that's like the tricky thing. So I could move this up. I can make key is open. The problem is once key is open, then key is no longer me, right? And so I can't move the key around anymore.
Right. Can we move the?
Unless you do it that way, right?
Make the key as flag or something.
But I was wondering if you can use the is 2 ways. You know what I mean? Like, so you and Baba is open, and or key is open, and
Ooh, key is flag and open. Wait, yeah, well, that doesn't actually work. But it was a nice idea.
Like, yeah. The flag isn't helping you, except that you have 2 instead of 1, I guess.
Yeah, right now. If a flag could be a key, just like how the key could be a flag.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit restart because we might have messed up the syntax there. Because we have to keep Baba as you there. Unless, let's see. Yeah, because the thing is, this isn't the bottom. Okay, good. Okay, so we can push Baba as you down 1 more. The problem is if I push open against the bottom wall here, then I can't get it back up.
Right.
I would do. Let's see.
I wonder if thing I could do.
Key is open and you are is open, and could both use is two ways, right? So you could both open.
I think I know what I gotta do. I think what I want to do is I want to make two of the same things, like two babas or two keys,
Right.
and then have them both be open.
Right.
And then,
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, the thing is I can't move that is without eliminating me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make two flags.
Yeah. Key is flag, right? And then
I push this up and then make the flag is me. Oop, not there. Then I'll move this down. Flag is you. And now we're just gonna make flag is you.
and open.
Yeah. And then
Now you can sacrifice.
okay, win out. And then flag is you and win. There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
And that was the area clear. So now we can move on to the next area.
Nice.
We might have two options at this point. We do. Do we want to go to the leaf or the pillar? Kelly, you can decide.
Pillar.
I think that takes us out of order. Oh no, that's 4. No, yeah, the top of the pillar was 3. All right, hop.
Did I say pillar and you go to the leaf?
Did I do that?
Yes, you did.
Well, you can return the map pretty easily.
It's okay. I mean,
That's
I
really
wasn't
funny. I was definitely thinking I was going to the pillar, right? Like I said that, like as
No,
I
I
was
know.
selecting the leaf, I was
It's just really funny.
definitely moving my. Oh. All right, so I guess what is that? Oh, Baba is weak. So we have a new adjective. So weak means if I run into anything, I just die. But we can turn that off so we don't die when we run into anything. Ooh, so why don't we just make these skulls weak? Instead of us, and crush through it.
Nice.
But now,
Well, you could.
well, we now have to get to that rock, so we'll make that weak
Yeah.
too, right? One thing that's funny, so normally when I play this game, I'm wildly click-clacking all over the place.
Yeah.
But I find now that I'm playing with you guys and I feel like the click-clacking might be annoying, I'm finding ways of like pushing 2 at once so that there's just less click-clacking, or like ways I can do a long one so I can hold the button. Easy.
Nice.
Like the ones where they're teaching you, right, the new stuff
Yeah.
are usually a little bit on the easier side because they're like, later you'll see the word weak and tremble. But for
Yeah.
today,
Making sure we don't get that sweet, sweet cognitive overload.
oh wait, this is actually important because I think Baba has rock. Oh yeah. So we have a new verb now. Has. Which means when Baba sinks here, she has rock. No, I'm not controlling Baba. I'm actually Kiki. Baba is just moving. So I think what I need to do. Let me make sure Baba doesn't die. Darn it. Okay. Can I make sure Baba doesn't die? No. You can't stop Baba from dying. I don't think. Unless, am I missing something? From your perspective.
Not necessarily.
Oh wait, maybe here. There we go. So Baba has rock. I say, why don't we just? I think Baba has rock, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be sneaky. Rock has rock. So rock just. So now when we push the rock into here, another rock will keep appearing.
So it's essentially what the rock drops when it dies.
Yes, exactly.
Is another rock.
I love it.
Present. Wait, I'm love. Okay, like, wait, where am I? I love that the title of the game like kind of sums up what this game is about. Right? Baba
Yeah.
is you is like an actual command in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So the box has the flag, but the flag isn't win. What? Oh no, the flag is win. What if I just do this? Oh. That's not sinking water. That's just hot.
Yeah.
And I melt. Okay, hold on.
Love is
I can make-
box.
Can I make boxes? Love is box. What would that accomplish?
I don't know. I'm curious.
Well, the thing is that the box has the flag, right? And we can't
Yeah.
change that. So if we change
Yeah.
love to a box, all right, wait.
But
And if love is us, then we have the flag.
if you destroy the box, it drops the flag, right?
Yeah. But that water is not synced. That water is hot. So we can't go into it. But the box actually can go into
That's
it.
what I was wondering. Can't you push the box into the water and get the flag?
Yeah. What
Will
if
it destroy the water when that happens?
the box is... So wait, how do we destroy the box? I guess that's the question.
It won't just get destroyed in the water.
No, because it's not water. It's lava, basically. It's hot.
Oh yeah.
So here we can actually just push it through. So...
The box is you.
Yeah. I think what I want to do is... Yeah, box as you should work. But maybe the first thing I want to do is push box out of there. I'm unsure. Maybe we'll just do we can make box as you, I think, by doing it like this. So now that's locked in there. We can't move box anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we don't really have a way to open the box, though. So the thing what we have to do is we have to make the boxes melt, and then when the
But
box...
can't you bring them together? Because can't you melt the box if you walk into it?
No, because Baba is melt, which means she melts when she touches hot. Or love is melt, which means that love melts when it touches hot things. Oh, wait.
Oh.
So... One sec, let's restart this one. Because we can't move box right now. So I think... Right idea. I think what I want to do is I think what I want to do is something like this. Oh, wait. Box is not pushed right now. Okay. For boxes push. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the box out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Then I wanted to make box as you, and then I have box outside there. But that actually doesn't work either. Okay. Let's see. One thing oh wait, can't push that. Yeah, what I can do is I think I can push all those letters over. Oh no, I can only do it over one. Never mind. I was thinking I can move the whole love is you sentence over, and then I would be able to manipulate them a lot more over here. But that's not gonna work.
Are we able to... Because we're trying to get boxes melt, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Water is box.
Water is box.
I'm just being a jerk.
So if love is melt and love is you and box is you, why doesn't box melt?
Because love melts, not box. Right? So whether or not I'm love, it doesn't matter. Love will always melt when it touches something hot.
Oh right, and that's not about you, it's about love.
Yes.
So if love is box, it will melt.
Yeah. So I think we'll make box as you again, and we'll try to solve the puzzle from this point. So now what we want to do is, I guess we just want to do box as melt, and we can do that pretty easily. We had the essay. Oh, whoop. One second, I need to get. That was pretty funny.
Sure.
One second, let's get love behind the box, because love can only hurt us right now. Oh yeah. Love can't push that anymore. So now, there's the flag.
Nice.
Oh, love was no longer melt because we had changed that. I was like, I'm just gonna melt when I go in there. All right, there we go. That was tricky.
Yes, it
Mhm.
was.
Unreachable shores. Love has. All right. Box has love. Love is defeat, and love is love. So we can't change love because, like, you see, the love is
Yeah.
love. Box is push. and we are Kiki. And water is sink. So water is normal water now. Where the problem is once we push this into here,
Then
then
love,
love
is
is there,
defeat.
and love is just gonna kill us.
So
And the text is float too.
I think we don't need boxes push. Wait, yeah, we do.
Box is you.
We can't move the U actually. Oh wait, no, yeah, we can. We can do boxes U. I love the switch now. Like I'm moving the box around.
so box has love. You'll walk in there, you'll get love, right? But now you can move in. Oh no, it reappears.
Yeah. The thing.
Oh, because it's sink, not melt. I see what you mean.
I think what we can do is this though. Oh wait. Oh, text is floating, so text can't destroy that.
Yeah.
But Kiki can. But Kiki. Oh, I think I know what I gotta do. So Kiki is push. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna push Kiki to destroy the water, and then we just make it like do our old trick. Box has box, and then we are box, and we'll just move all the way around. All right. And then we just. Oh, there we go.
I love it. That's one of my favorite things. I like that because sometimes you'll get combos that are just clearly broken where it's not necessarily intended by the rule makers, whereas like, no, that's like a broken thing, but that's the way you solve the puzzle.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I would be really interested to see, like, a speed run of this game, even though I think that it would be kind of boring in a speed run because there's no, like, there's not a lot of technical skill involved in moving, just, like, that's all I can do, right, is move this up, down, left, and right. But it'd be interesting to see if, like, on, like, especially a more complex level, someone's like, well, the developers intend for you to do all this fancy stuff, but actually, if I just change these two rules, they must not have thought of that or something like that.
Yeah.
Box is weak, box has key, and there is no box.
Baba is box.
The problem is if I make Baba is box, then Baba is still me, then there's just a box. But nothing's controlling the box. Oh wait, but Baba, box and Baba. Yeah, so here's what we do. Box and Baba is you, right? And then we have this other box. And then we put Baba is box. That way we actually, other way, right? This is the only way.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
What?
Baba is Baba. Darn it, bottom right.
Oh, you can't change.
We can't change who Baba is.
Box has Bob.
Or Baba has box.
Bob has box.
Yeah. Or Baba has key. Both of those would work.
But I like that
Wait.
better.
Oh yeah, you want box? That's fine.
Yeah.
The problem is alright, so Baba has box, but now how do we get the box out of Baba? Because we have to destroy something for it to get what's inside it, and then if we destroy ourselves, then we don't exist anymore.
Baba is.
Or the
Wait.
And is
You don't
weak.
have-
Baba has box and is weak.
But then once we destroy ourselves. Oh wait, Baba is. So we can do this. Then we can go die, and then a box appears. But we can't control that box.
Okay.
Wait. But we can't do boxes you. Here we go. You had the right idea.
Can we
We
do
just
boxes?
Yeah, we can do boxes you, right? Because then Baba still is Baba.
Right.
And then we do this.
It's like before, but we just couldn't do Baba box. We could do boxes. I mean,
Oops. Can't. Oh wait. And then key has to be us now too. Yeah. So we want to do box is you and weak, because that way we can destroy the box and get the key. And then what we want to do is we want to be the key.
so we need the box to have the key.
Yes. And then we need to put key. Box is weak right now. That means that when we hit those bricks,
Yeah.
we die. is kind of tricky because we actually haven't seen those bricks be a commandable thing.
Right.
That's box.
And then
We.
oh wait, but the problem is right now then we get the key and we can't control the key. So we need the key to be you.
So box has key is you.
But when we are weak, we gotta be really careful.
Yeah. Key is you, and now
Now the box no longer has the key.
can we arrange it so we get all these things together? Or
Yeah.
box.
Oh wait. This is easy. Yeah, you got it. Because we still have an extra box.
Right.
So box has key, and key is you, and then we do.
We just need to be weak.
Oh yeah. Just need to be weak. Oh, but okay. So then I think there's one more level that we have to do because like the key will destroy itself. So now we
Can
need
the
to-
box go through the door and destroy the door? No. 'Cause
No,
we'll die.
because the key is open as we see in the top
All
left.
right.
But what we can do is the key has a box. We switch the rules again, and then the key,
Oh,
the box
sure,
is
sure,
still
sure.
us. So now, but the box is weak. So now we just need to do this one more time. Then we can't turn there.
There you go. All right.
That was cool because it's like we had to like switch the rules to accomplish one task, then like switch them, like keep switching them. As opposed to a lot of the puzzles where it's like figure out the right rule set
Yeah.
to solve the puzzle, as opposed to this one where there's like a sequence of right rule sets.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the box is weak and push. So the box. All right, and we can't manipulate boxes weak. Other than the one thing we could do is we could move it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't move like the
Yeah.
weak to the left. Key is okay. So we need a key. So we could do something like we have an extra box here. So we could do like box has key. And the thing is that key, right? That key that has can't be moved either. So we'll have to set up the syntax up there. Box has key. And then, so we just destroy. There goes the box. And key is push. Okay. Ooh, I think I got it. So what we do is we do box has key.
And box.
Yeah, oh, I need to put that hand in there. Box has key and box. So wait. And then we'll do key is push. And then when we... Oh, okay. We are on the right track, I think. But the one thing we did wrong is that we destroyed the box. We had a box there, right? We destroyed it. So we need to do this whole thing again, but there we go. So box has key. We push this up. So I think now when box dies,
And don't forget
a box and a key, yeah, both, like it drops
They're
two
like,
things.
yeah,
Oh
they're
my
sort of
God.
occupying the same space.
Yeah, so now there's a lot of boxes there because every
Each one
time
is destroying the other.
yeah. Oh wait. Okay, right idea. We just need to do this a bunch of times. Now there's a bunch of keys there, right? And then we'll make key is push.
Oh my
love
God.
That is awesome.
So there's like a lot, like a kind of like the visual representation of the game wasn't showing just how many keys there were
Yeah.
in that spot. All right, I'll let you pick again. We only have 2 minutes, but
Let's just do number 8. Why not?
go all the way to number 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Return map, not restart. Okay. Wait, which one's number 8? How do you know that there's a number 8?
No, I meant number 8 in that same area.
Oh yeah, in the temple ruins. Okay. Thank you. Double moat. Baba has Kiki, and Baba is me. So that means if I die, Kiki pops up.
I have a
And I've
hard
got a
leave at
move.
1, so
Okay.
I'm gonna pack up. But
That's
this is a good game. I'm glad that we played this.
Kiki is move.
Yeah, this is terrific. I'm
Yeah.
really glad to know about this game. I just think it does a great job of confronting our expectations about language and architecture, rules. It's good stuff.
And how we're manipulated by those environments.
And a lot of our expectations they're governing us all the time. in ways that we're not always able to keep track of.
Well,
Thank you, Art.
yeah,
Thank
and
you,
thank you for
everybody.
tuning in, everybody. And we will see you on the flip side. There's no more shows for this week, but next week we'll have Doctors and Dungeon Masters, The Arena, and of course the Lunch Zone.
Yep.
That's right.
You can follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. All right.
So.
See you later.
See you next week.